The first step in installing the free network viewer is to go to our website and in the Get the App tab, go to Download Free Sim Viewer. Now, right now the network viewer is only available in Microsoft Windows, so where it says please select the platform, click Microsoft Windows. And don't download the first one here, but if you scroll down, you'll see Network Viewer. And the easiest thing to do is to use the MSI format. Once you click on this, then it will download the installer as the MSI format. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's going to come out as this installer. And when you're ready to install the program, double click on it. And we'll see here it says welcome to setup. So now it's going to ask you where do I want to set up the network. I'm going to browse over to my shared folder. I call it training share. I'm going to show you over here. I call it training my N drive here. And I already created a folder called SimsUshare apps. You can create a new folder to put it in. And so that's where it's going. I hit OK. And now when I click next, it will say click install. And it will say yes, do I want to? I go and put the files there. And now it says finish, and I'm all done. Now it has created an icon on my desktop there for SimsUshare Network. And so I can verify it works by just double clicking on it. And if I scroll, let me shrink this down, you'll see now my SimsUshare viewer is working fine. If I have a license for it, and so I can just actually go here, play. I actually have some Sims already in my document folder. If I have a license for it, I can go here and say upgrade to Platinum Network. So the next step is how I'm going to show you, how you point the SimsUshare to look off of your common shared folder for simulations. So now that we have SimsUshare Network Viewer installed, you may also want to take a look at some more information regarding what the network can do. You go to our website and under the Network Edition, it'll go to a page which talks about what the network does. It'll have extended documentation. We also call, in some of our older documents, the network version, we call it the Station Edition. So here you can get documentation for it. But let's go back to our program now. And now off of my shared network, I have the SimsUshare app installed. Now if I run it, and so you may want to create a shortcut on your desktop and wherever your stations are, run SimsUshare. I'm going to size it down to my window here. Now, as I saw before and previously, I have all these scenarios that are local off of my documents. But now I want to select it so that these simulations are off of a common shared folder. So what I'm going to do is I'll close the program here. I'm going to go into the SimsUshare app, into this folder called config. Inside config is simsfolder.xml. Inside here, I'm going to go and edit this. I'm going to open it with a program like WordPad. Let's see if I've got Microsoft WordPad. And I want WordPad, not Word, so it doesn't add extra formatting. What I'm going to do is to go down to a line here, and I'll move this up so you can see it better, which says sim folders. And I'm going to type in here base sim folder equals double quote. And it's important that the case is exactly there. Base sim folder equals, and I'm going to call my network drive, which is n:// I'm going to say public sims, and then double quote again. So it's very, very important that this is the same case, that you have double quote, regular double quote, and this is going to point to where my folder is for my simulations. So it's going to be called public sim. So I'm going to save this. Just going to go to File, Save. And now, when I actually go up to my training share folder, I'm going to create a new folder called public sims. And again, I want to make sure it's spelled exactly the same case, no white space or whatever, exactly as what I put into that configuration. So now when I actually run SimsUshare for the first time, what's going to happen is that it's going to configure that public sims folder. So if I go and play here, you'll see it's going to drop in the welcome sim. That's the only thing. And now, if I ever want to put a simulation into my shared folder, all I have to do, let's go, you as a training officer, you see public Sims folder. I go in here, SimsUshare has created a Sims folder and catalog, and I can just drop in any simulation into the Sims folder. So for example, let me close this over here, and let me go and find some simulation I have on my computer. I'm going to go here to find, let's say, SimsUshare. This is a folder I have in my Documents SimsUshare folder. Let's say this house garage. So this is on my private computer. I copy it, and now what I do is now inside of the training share public Sims, I'm just going to drop house garage in there. So now when I open up SimsUshare again, let me go and open it up from the network viewer. SimsUshare, it's going to say I found one new sim, Coleman House Garage. Should I add it? So I'm going to say yes, add it. And now I have Coleman House Garage sitting in my public network shared folder. That's really all it takes, and there's a lot more features of the network version, like multiple folders, but you need to actually have a licensed copy of the network, the full network version, to be able to create additional folders. This is an easy way to be able to play simulations from really anywhere in your department through your shared folder using the SimsUshare free network viewer.